Hello, hi. It's so nice to have somebody to talk to when I come on the screen.
Yeah. Hello, Danny. Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Great
everybody.
to be
We're
back.
back. It's great to have you back. We didn't scare you off last time you were on air.
No. The therapist has been very good for me, but I'm
Good.
back again.
Just telling you got to get back on the horse. Kaz is in the room. Hi, Kaz. Thank you for joining. How have you
Kaz is so
been?
quick, isn't she?
I don't know how she does it. She's quicker than me. And Rick's in there. I can see Rick's there as well. Hi, Rick. Who have you had on your shows in the last couple of weeks? Tell us. So yeah, we've had 2 shows this week, Scott. Have you got any music gigs coming up this weekend?
Not this weekend. Meat Stock's coming up soon in Toowoomba. I'm really looking forward to that. That is going to be fantastic. Great lineup.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a little bit away yet, but we'll hold out till then.
How did you feel watching everybody at CMC?
I know it's hard, isn't it?
Yes.
It's although there's some great videos posted and so forth, and everyone's having such a great time. But yeah, next year I think we'll be there.
Yeah, you're going to go. Have you been before? You have, haven't you?
I haven't. My wife Tanya has though. She's been a couple of times, and she highly recommends it. So next year we'll be there.
You'll be there. That is what
Yep.
I like to hear. And have you been guessing on who will be on the lineup? There's been a few. I've seen there's been a few streams of people guessing who will be there next year.
No, I really haven't yet, but no doubt. Look, anyone they get's going to be fantastic.
Exactly. That's true. They haven't picked a bad one yet, have they?
Not yet. No.
And Paul is here already as well. We've got Ella and Sienna waiting really quietly down in the green room, so we're going to welcome them into the room. But let us know in the comments if you've heard their current EP. Hey, girls.
Hi. Thank you for having us on.
Thank you for coming again. I feel like we've been able to see each other in person, but we've just been rushed everywhere we've gone, and we've had you guys so flat out. But you guys haven't really slowed down since I last saw you. You've been so busy.
Yeah. Very busy, but very fun.
Yeah, no, it's been a crazy couple of months for sure.
Yeah. The year, everyone's gone from really quiet years to stupidly busy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's so true.
Great problem to have, though, isn't it?
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Okay, we'll never complain about being too busy again, will we? Paula has popped in already, and she said she loves your music. Do you have a favourite on their EP, Paula? Well, let's have a little chat about Don't Call Me, because that is your current single off the EP. So let's start there and have a bit of a chat. When did you write this song? And I was reading some of the information about what you were thinking when you wrote it. So tell us a bit about that process and why you were writing it.
When did we write this one?
I don't even know.
That's a good question. All of the songs from the EP, I think the earliest one was written in 2019.
I feel like this was one of the newer ones, though.
One of the
newer. 2021-ish,
right.
Maybe.
What year are we in?
No, that's 2022.
Okay. I say that every
day. But yeah, I started writing this one on the piano, and it was a bit more of a sadder song. But then we got in the studio with Matt Fell, and he's just incredible. He turned it into this upbeat, boppy, country, really fun, kind of empowering song. So yeah, this is probably one of our faves from it. It's just such a fun song to sing. Yeah.
You can see why he's a producer, can't you? Because the things that you imagine, and then he takes things just to those next levels that you can't even picture until you hear it. It's so good.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you do that down here in Tassie, or was that before you moved?
It was in Tassie, last year in May. It was such a cool experience. We'd never been to Tassie before, and just the place where Matt's studio is the most peaceful, like literally mountains in his backyard studio, and it was incredible.
Stunning. It actually, when you walk out the back of those doors, it actually looks like it's a painting that you've stepped into. And I don't know, there probably wouldn't have been snow in May, but if you ever are there when it's really wintry, those mountains get covered in snow, and it would be, I haven't seen it from his back door when it's snowing, but I imagine it would be beautiful. It is the middle of nowhere. You can't go further than the middle of nowhere, but it's there.
It was really cool, actually, because I remember the night we got in was the night that our battle on The Voice Australia aired on TV. And we nervous.
Oh, you couldn't watch it? No, because there's nothing.
No, we ended up
having to hotspot.
We hotspotted off of someone's phone and then like got it on a laptop, and it was like glitchy as, but it was really funny.
That was something we haven't touched a lot about in our interviews. You got how you're nearly 12 months on now. It's like would be 12 months since you recorded all of that.
Yeah.
Are you still glad you went through that process? Is it something that you recommend for others still?
Yeah, it was a really fun, eye-opening experience for us. We really went into it with no expectations or anything at all. We were just like, oh, let's just do this. This will be
See how we go.
It's a very cool thing to do. So we went on and we ended up turning 3 chairs in the blinds, which is something we never thought we'd do. And the whole experience was just great. Everyone was so lovely and we met some amazing people. So yeah, we would definitely recommend.
It was worth it. Yeah, I think even if it's not about whether you win. I think on a lot of these programs, it's about what you take away from it, and it is a good platform for people that may not have access to your music before to hear new music as viewers. But from an artist and an industry person perspective, it's really eye opening, and you learn and meet. It's great for networking. It's great to learn, and TV is so different to being on stage as well. Like there's 2 sides to it, isn't there?
Absolutely.
So how's that feeling when those chairs actually turn?
Yeah.
Like,
if I'm completely honest, didn't even notice the chairs turned.
Is that right?
Because I think the feeling is more so walking out onto the stage. That's the feeling that gets you. And I can only describe it the same as like when you're on a giant roller coaster and you're just going up and up and up and up, and you know it's about to come down. And definitely the most nerve-wracking performance we've ever done. But
especially because we were singing Taylor Swift, and the main thing running through our heads was like, we've just got to do the song justice. And then someone turned around and we're like, oh my gosh, that was meant to happen.
It was very surreal and very exciting. And you can even see in the video, like I kind of just freeze, like because I'd told myself, just get through the song, 90 seconds, get through the song. And then we got through the song and I was like, what now?
This is as far as I'm prepared for.
It was very funny.
No, excellent.
It is so good to know. And speaking of nerves, because you guys are performing a lot all the time now, do you still get that bit nervous before you step out on a stage normally?
Well, it depends what kind of gig it is, but if it is a bigger stage, like we did Kicks Live in the Park in Tamworth, that was a little bit nerve-wracking because the lineup was crazy and we were like the first act to go on, and we're like, oh, this is like really, there's a lot of people out there.
I think it was just such an honor to be on such a massive stage with massive names. And you know, it's good. Like you get the good nerves where you know that you just really want to do your best and get out there and just have a lot of fun.
Especially stages like that, because they're so big, so you know you've got to keep moving and be around so people can see you, and so you get out there and you freeze and you're like, oh, I still have to do, that coordination that I would struggle with. It's
so funny. Like we're used to playing gigs so close to each other, on smaller stages and in pubs and stuff. And because there's only 2 of us and we're both little, when it's a big stage, you feel so far away. It's weird, but
I don't know how you guys do it. Actually, it's the nerve level would be so high. As a layman, I'm glad I'm in the crowd just watching you guys. So.
Yeah. There's no jealousy, is there?
No, definitely not. Kudos to you.
It's funny how people just get up there and do it, and you sit there going, right now, how do they even know the lyrics? How do they even how does that remember happen? And because that I could see happening. I'd get up there and I'd start singing the wrong song.
So much respect for performers, and I guess as audience members ourselves, like if we ever see a performer like, oh, maybe that wasn't meant to happen, and then they keep going, it's like, well done. So good on you for people that, because you can't expect everything to go perfectly. That's something that you learn very quickly in this industry. And it's just all about covering up the mistakes and keeping a smile on your face.
Yep.
Getting it rolling. Yeah.
You do a great job.
That's what I love about live. I love that it's not perfect. I love that it's a real thing. I think it makes every time you see somebody is different, and just makes it. Yeah. Well, we have had a little touch on Don't Call Me, but can we talk about the new EP, 17th of March? So it's been out for a very short period of time. How's it going? And how are you feeling having the whole EP out finally?
It's so exciting. I don't even think we can express, how proud we are just to have this little project out in the world. It feels like our first baby, our first little music baby. And these songs, we've just absolutely poured all of our feelings and experiences and everything we know about music into the 7 tracks. And we're just so excited. And, if only one person can connect to it, then we've done our job. So, yeah.
Well, I think it's more than one. Definitely more than one. I love the artwork too. How many photo shoots did you do to get to choose the one on the cover? Like, that would be the hardest job, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think after we recorded the song, we did have an idea of what we wanted all the cover art to look like. So we decided with the theme of picking a song that would be the single and having the cover art be the specific color that we kind of saw when we sung the song. So we did that with the first couple singles, and then we were like, okay, so what color are we gonna do for the EP? And then so we decided we go with white for the contrast. And we're really happy with how it turned out with our all white outfits. It was just the one photo shoot for that one, and we did it with your friend.
My friend from high school. Really talented photographer, and it was so fun doing those shoots because it's just around the corner from where we live, and he has a home set up. We kind of came to him with this crazy idea because the first single was Next to Mine, and that came out before The Voice, so it was already a full year ago. And we just kind of said we just want colors. And he said, well, at my home studio, I don't have colored lights. And we said, well, we're just going to get heaps of cellophane and stick it over the lights and see how it goes. And it worked so well for the first.
Like melted.
And then it started melting with the other colors, but we'd committed to it. So all of the colors that you see on the artwork is literally just cellophane stuck over lights.
He did such a good job.
He did such a good job, and we're so happy with how it turned out.
That is really cool. Had he thought about that before? Is it something that he's gone, what are these girls talking about?
No, he hadn't, and I don't think he'll ever do it again.
But no, I don't think so.
It's such a hard thing for him to get all the colors right and blending and all the lighting so you could still see our faces and stuff. So, but he did a great job.
It is so much fun. Well, we'll have to have a page. We'll have to share his page on the program when we finish, so that people that are living nearby and want some photography that they
absolutely. He goes under it's either Charlie Butler Cinematography or Butler Creative. He kind of has two on the go.
He's got two, so you can choose. Yeah. We'll have to share that shortly. So that's actually I did not even think that was going to be your answer of how you came up with the covers. That is brilliant. I love that. Close. What color comes to mind when you sing a song? Did you have different colors in your minds?
Sometimes we did have difference of opinion, but this was kind of my artistic project, I guess. I'm kind of more on the looks of us.
Sienna does the outfits, and she was definitely the
concept of this kind of thing. So I was like, okay, this is the color that I see. This is the color we're going.
But I agreed with most.
Yeah.
That was one of my questions, actually, how you two work as a duo and who handles what. Lyric-wise, do you share that type of thing, or is one more predominant than the other, and then the other's melody, music?
We're getting better. I feel like, because we're sisters, everyone just automatically thinks, oh, they write together and, but we usually write completely separately and then come to each other with the song 80-90% done and then kind of refine it and arrange it together. Sure. But we've been dipping into some more co-writes and, there's always creative differences, but I think we always have the same end goal, which helps us get there in the end.
Yeah, that's really good to know. And because actually there is quite an age gap with the two of you too. So you've both got at different levels in your life, I imagine, outside of music as well, to bring to the table when you're writing. And it would be quite hard to do things together all the time.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, especially with writing, we always have our own like specific idea, and then it's really hard to kind of communicate it to the other person. So, but we are getting better at kind of working with it and seeing where the other person goes, and not being so like, this is how I want it.
Yeah.
Because it does bring new things, because the other person brings like a new perspective. So
yeah, we've been writing with Phil Barton over Zoom, because he's living in Nashville, and we're very excited about some of the stuff that, you know, we've been working on already this year, and I know there's a lot more to come. So
it's really great. So this, as you were saying, you know, 2019, you did a lot of the songs for this, and COVID sort of slowed it down. Do you think that's changed how this album has come together as a result, or is it actually how you would have released it pretty well back then?
I think COVID kind of gave us a few years to do some more writing and kind of find our sound, because as we said, like the latest song was like 2019, and it's kind of like a reimagined version, I guess we'll say, because the song is I'll Break Your Heart, and when we first wrote it, it was a lot different. So we took it to Matt in the studio.
There's been a lot of growth.
Yeah, we workshopped it a lot, and we're really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, it's been a lot of years in the works and a lot of evolution. So yeah, we're really happy with how
I think this song, we kind of silently gave this song the award for most improved. The I'll Break Your Heart is the one we're talking about. So it was very fun to we kind of just presented these songs to Matt and just went, it has potential, but help. And, he's a creative genius, and so happy with it.
That is so cool. Well, we actually are going to try something that we haven't done yet before on here, have we, Scott? We're playing an actual video of you guys when you were live. It was Groundwater, wasn't it?
Scott, this was Groundwater last year at the Kicks stage in the park. It wasn't the main stage, it was the small stage, so it was quite a bit more intimate, but I think it came across really well. Soaring vocals, you girls do a great job with harmonies. It blows me away. But we might take a quick look at that, and then we'll come back after it's finished.
We might come back, because you guys have got some more exciting things happening this year, haven't you?
Yeah, sure do.
We might have a listen to this, and then we'll be back to have a bit of a chat about where they're off to and what's going to happen. See you all soon.
Don't even stop for a second. Driving till we hit a dead end. I hope you can tell what I'm thinking, and I hope you're feeling the same. Don't think I'll be home by curfew. It's dark and I got nothing to lose. Lean over to tell me I'm pretty, and I'm already yours. 'Cause you dropped to New York, and just like Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's so crazy when it just brings you back on the screen without having to touch it. I wish I was there because it looked like you guys were having so much fun. And knowing now who does the outfits too, that was the first thing I was thinking of when I was just looking at that then. It's really hard to sit and listen to yourself sing though, isn't it?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it doesn't get easier. I think, people that aren't musos are like, oh, but you're a performer. That's fine. No, we were sitting here like,
yeah.
It's so hard to watch yourself. I can't do it either, don't worry. So I was just talking before about the EP. Before we move on to, you're about to head to Nashville and what you're doing there, where can we get the EP if we want to order a hard copy now that it's out in the real world?
You can get the physical copies of our CD from our website. So it's just ellaandsiennamusic.com. We're also going to be selling them at our local gigs throughout the rest of the year, and we've got quite a few festivals coming up towards the end of the year as well, so we'll have them there. But yeah, the website for now, and of course it's across all the different streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you use. So yeah,
that is so cool. Thank you so much for letting us know. We have actually in the top of the comments put your website too, so if you can't find it, just scroll back to the top of the comments when this finishes, and you should be able to, should work as a link, so you should be able to click on that and order the album as well from there. But you guys are heading to Nashville, and we knew that you were going, but it kind of shocked me when we said earlier you're heading to Nashville on Tuesday. So what do you guys got planned for the time over there?
We've got heaps planned for the time over there. So we're actually going over there to record 2 songs. So that is very exciting. And we're going to go over there, do some co-writing sessions, catch some gigs, maybe play some gigs as well. So yeah, it's going to be a very fun time. Just do some exploring, seeing what other people are doing, and
just soak it all in.
Yeah, catching some other music.
That is exciting. Is there any places that are on the bucket list you have to see while you're there?
We want to see the Bluebird.
Yeah.
I think last time, because we went to Nashville when we were quite a bit younger and we weren't musicians yet. And I think we walked past it, but we didn't go in.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're just so excited to go back as musicians and just appreciate it and just immerse ourselves in it.
Do you think being over there when you were younger might have impacted your decision to go into music? Do you think there was some sort of
I 100% think it did. And you know what? I'm pretty sure that was the year when we came home. I got a guitar from Father Christmas. So might have had to do with the trip, and very inspired ever since then.
That is exciting. Now, you guys just did your sellout shows and you did the Taylor Swift show. Are you guys going to see her while you're over there? Is she playing nearby?
She is,
but the dates don't quite line up. So
we drive, fly, train, bus, anywhere to see Taylor Swift. But
also the shows were sold out.
They're all sold out.
They all sold out. Wow.
They sold out so quick. Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it?
If anyone's listening from Texas, I think, and not going anymore, you got some spare tickets.
Oh, Taylor Swift, if you're listening, these girls want to come and play. I'm sure that they'll supply the guitars and they'll have everything ready. So, just looking for someone to open the shows. But oh my gosh, I can't believe that you guys are going to miss that. And because at this stage,
so close.
Any Aussie dates, has she?
Yeah, we're waiting for the Aussie dates. Yeah. We're waiting.
It'll be first on the list. Oh wow! So you actually sold out your recent shows, and it was like a tribute type show to Taylor Swift, wasn't it? How did that all go? Did it go well? Did people? I reckon it would have been amazing.
It was so much fun. I think so we wanted to do something fun for the Adelaide Fringe, something a little bit different to an original gig. And we kind of had this idea last September. So it was before she released the newest album, Midnights, and it was before she announced the Eras tour. And we had this idea that we wanted to, it was called Country Meets Pop. So we wanted to go right from the very beginning and take it through all of her different albums. Little snacks of each album. And obviously we had our band behind us, and it was a big production, fair bit of storytelling in there. We just had so much fun putting it together. It was a lot of work, but it was so rewarding. We sold out 400 tickets. Lots of outfit changes in the show as well. And we're gonna be putting some photos up soon to share with those on social media.
Wow.
Oh,
See, the outfit changes. How hard is that? Yeah, I would not be good at that. Could you see yourself getting up there, Scott, changing your outfit?
Definitely not. I find it hard to dress myself at the best of times. I mean, costume changes. What?
It was stressful. It was so stressful. We had like 30 seconds. We're like, quick, run to the dressing room, quick, next one. Oh,
yeah, we definitely need to. We want to thank the Mummager for that one, for helping us out with the costume changes.
That was stressful.
It was definitely a big project for the whole family. Our dad was like helping out with all the sound stuff and being the complete roadie of the show. So it was a team effort for sure.
It sounds fun though. It sounds so good. And to sell out. Well done. So exciting.
Thank you.
So when you come back from Nashville, what have you got planned for this year? Obviously, now that you're in Nashville, you're recording songs. That means you've got new music coming at some point. Is that your plan? New music and tours?
Yeah, we've got some new music coming soon, hopefully. We'll see how all of the recording goes. We actually just recorded a song with Rod McCormack that we're very keen to release when we're coming up to Tamworth. So that one will be out this next year, and lots of gigs and
lots of stuff in the pipeline. But also this is a big year. Sienna will be finishing year 12 this year. And it's my last year of uni. So once we get back from Nashville, we have a couple of months to kind of settle and play some local gigs. And then the end of the year is going to go quite crazy with festivals. We've actually just announced that we'll be playing up at the Gympie Music Muster, which we're so excited about. And we have a few other festivals that will be announced soon as well.
That's exciting. How on earth do you guys study and do this? Wow.
It's a lot of struggle.
a lot of balance, trying to balance, but we have a very supportive network. I mean, I'm studying music, so all of my lecturers are like, "You're going to Nashville? Go. You learn heaps over there." And Sienna's
getting through it.
She's getting through it.
What's
are you
going
to study music at uni as well? Is that your plan to?
No, not at this stage. I won't be going to uni. I'm gonna take like a gap year, and we're gonna do some like touring and more music stuff. That's the plan. But I've done a couple like vet courses, so I've got degrees in a couple of things already. So not degrees. Certificate. Degrees,
Yeah, you did a beauty course. And
and I'm doing like a fitness course. So for some little part-time things, but music is the end goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's good to do different things too, because it breaks it up. Otherwise, music goes from a love to a hard slog of just work. So it keeps that love in, doesn't it?
So in saying that, what do you girls do in your downtime away from music?
When do we have downtime? Which one do you guys?
I play a few sports. I play netball, basketball. So that's probably what I do to relax, I guess.
I'm just music I teach as my job as well. I teach primary school age kids how to sing and play guitar. That's just the most fulfilling job ever. Very entertaining and so much fun. And then it's gigs on the weekend and everything in between.
Wow,
very good.
You guys are amazing.
Busy.
Imagine what you can do in the next few years where you're going to be. So have fun next week when you head off to Nashville. And we want to hear all about it when you come back.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for taking the time and chatting with us.
Anytime. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Scott, too, being brave and coming on here.
Thanks, Danni. Thanks, girls. It's been great. And the album is sensational. I've had it on high rotation in the vehicle at home, and it's a great album, so professionally done, and it's just brilliant. So well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear these new songs when they're ready.
Yeah. Aren't we spoiled? A new EP out now, and new music coming. And
new music already on the way.
That's it.
Well, thank you very much, but have a great time, and we will see you very soon. It won't be long, and we'll be hearing you, I think, again very soon.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you.
Chat soon. Yeah.
Bye. See you guys later.
girls. Bye.